Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome EDIA students. How are you doing? How are you feeling today? Let's start learning about design thinking, shall we? Bismillah. So I'm Abu Robotics, aka Shuayb. I'm your STEAM educator. I play games and tell stories which students enjoy. Looking forward to learning with you. Hope you're feeling really well today. Are you happy? Okay, so let's learn something new. Please tell me, what is that moving object on the left you see? What is that, Aisha? It's a rocket. And what about that big thingy behind in the middle? Abdullah, that's Burj Khalifa. That's 830 meters tallest tower in the world. Where is it? Dubai, yes. And how about the building on the right? What is that? Is that really a building? Or is it an egg? Aisha, it's the Museum of the Future. It's the most beautiful building in the world. More about it in our next lesson, inshallah. Do go home and research all about it, alright? Okay, so let's move on. It's fascinating, is it? It's all about design. So today, here's an outline. We're going to learn about design thinking. Have you heard about this terminology before? Design thinking, DT? No? So we're gonna learn what it is, why is it, more importantly, when and how. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Have you used any app in your home, Aisha? You have? Which one? Khan Academy? Nice, interesting. That's an educational app. What do you do in it? You play games? Which one do you like? Maths? Interesting. Okay, what else? Which other app comes to your mind? Grubhub? DoorDash? Zoom? Interesting. Okay. Who designed all these apps? You don't know? That's okay. So, rest assured, a UX designer, someone has designed those apps, and for a reason. Do you know what it is? They've done it to solve a problem. I want you to ask your grandfather, your grandparents, how they used to write letters, send messages across, like say 50 years ago, alright? And I want you to ask your parents, your ab and about fax and email. Fax, how does fax work? What is a floppy disk? What is a personal computer, right? I want you to ask them to define you in detail that what are they and why they even came into being, what people did on it, how people used it, alright? Get all the details. It's very crucial to understand what we are learning today, alright? Okay, so let's move on. So basically, tell me what you see on your left. Empty mobile, alright? Which one do you like? See, apps is more about visibility and accessibility than usage. Do you know that as of this year, an average usage of apps is more than 2.5 hours? That's a lot of time. How much time does it take for you to travel from home to school? Before Corona, before the Corona days, 1 hour? So maybe an hour, 2 hours of back and forth ride, isn't it, from the school? Imagine that's the amount of time or more people spend on apps daily. Remember, time is our greatest asset, kids. And if we are not taking care of our time, we are doing the greatest sin. Yes, wasting time is worse than dying. It's the greatest asset of our life. As the Messenger of Allah said, good health and free time, as-sihhatu wal faragh. Very few people benefit from these blessings. They are blessings. And also this notion of the apps being free, they are not really free, they're consuming your time. And the most used app is TikTok, then YouTube, and Facebook, and then Instagram. So you better beware of these apps, beware of TikTok, beware of Facebook. They're going to eat a lot of your time. Don't give them your time. Alright? Focus on talab al-ilm. Right? So think, make, check. Now we're going deep into the UX design process, the design thinking process. So what is design thinking? It is creative problem solving, and it has 5 main phases: advertise, define, ideate, prototype, test. Okay, so let's go to a practical example of that, shall we? Let's just say you want to sharpen your pencil. Let's assume there is no dustbin in the class. Where do you throw it? It's gonna be a problem, isn't it? So what solution can you come up with? If you ask me, we can build a robot, and we can put a touch sensor on that robot. So when the kids put the trash, whenever the kids need to put the trash, they just press a button in the app in the classroom, and the robot will come and clean the trash from that table. So the robot will go through each table, each desk of the student, and collect the rubbish by itself. That can be one solution. Who can tell me a simpler solution? A very simple solution. There is an empty box in the room. Yes. Awesome. Now that's creative problem solving. Alright. So that's design thinking in action. So these are some of the tools that I use on apps like Figma and Adobe XD. Do you know about Canva? You know what software I use to develop this presentation? Yep. And when do you use it? You use this design thinking. It's not just for apps. You can use design thinking to develop anything, solve any problem, any solution in real world. Alright? And mostly how you do it? Well, you need a set of tools, you need a process. It's a job of a UX designer to carry out this process. Okay, so again, empathize, design. You see the pencil, empathize, heart, define, pencil, ideate, light bulb, prototype, and test. Tick, tick, tick. So you go through this whole process using a bunch of tools, and you solve a problem A to Z. And there are different types of UX designers, and product manager is different from UX designer, because a product manager focuses on vision and features, whereas UX designer understands the user's problem and empathizes with it and tries to solve it. Alright, by designing an effective UI, user interface, UX or user experience. Alright, that's the end of the class. Do you have any questions? No questions? Alright, thank you. Alright, thank you, kids. You are an excellent student to have. It was a pleasure sharing knowledge with you. It was a pleasure sharing this concept with you. So would you be interested to do the trash bin experiment next time in class? Yeah? Great. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanaka wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.